Hey everyone, welcome back. So I was actually planning on changing the frequency on which I post updates to once per week because I didn't feel like there was that much interest in it. But it seems that some people are following the guide and there is a certain interest behind it. So here I am, I'm back with day 5. I skipped day 4 and here are the updates. So the character is level 96 now. I've been focusing a bit on leveling. I've been doing that through Abyss Maps. I will show you how exactly I set it up in a few moments. I'm at 93% right now. These are my stats. I'm barely resistance capped, but I plan to change that because I plan to change the ring. I got this synthesized ring with increased dexterity that I plan to craft, but I'm going to need to craft some resistances on it to stay capped and maybe slightly over capped. But yeah, this should make for a very nice ring. Yeah. So in terms of offense, I'm doing pretty well. I'm like 14 million DPS in terms of tooltips. I'll also post the POB for you to check it out. Haven't really changed anything about the sword or the helm. I did add Molten Shell. By the way, you can get one of these level 21 Molten Shells through divination cards. It should cost you around 5 chaos to get one. Just in case you didn't know, amulet is still the same. Armor is still the same ring, same belt. I did add some catalyst to this for some extra elemental resistances. Um, yeah, but it's the same old belt, and I did craft these absolutely superb pair of boots today. Look at that, all tier 1s, almost all perfect res, maximum life, tier 1, 30% increased movement speed and onslaught, tier 1 armor plus life hybrid, max fire res, max lightning res, and an open suffix. I got really lucky crafting these. If you don't know how to craft this type of boots, leave a comment, I'll explain. It's not that hard. It cost me like 3 div, but I was kind of lucky. If you're slightly unlucky, it could be a bit more. But yeah, this turned out really well. I don't think I'll be changing them anytime soon. They're absolutely perfect for me and this build. Um, yeah, I think that's about it in terms of the gear. Let's go over the skill tree real quick. This is how it looks like right now. Haven't really made that many changes, just some slight adjustments. I did get a new Megalomaniac with Devastator and Enduring Focus, which is a source for endurance charges and a bit of increased damage. This is slightly better than the one I was using. I got it for like 2 divines. I got a new split personality, which gives strength and dexterity. My old one gave dexterity and armor. And I'm pairing this with the one I had with dexterity and intellect. The reason why I'm doing this is because this way I'm with both stats at around 430 plus minus. And what that allows me to do is to drop family heirlooms and get private tuition, which grants like an extra almost 100 intelligence, which translates to around 100% increased damage by the use of Dreadful Attitude. So it's actually worth dropping family heirlooms, which didn't do that much for this build anyway. So yeah, that's around it. I don't think I meant. Oh, I did get a natural instinct. A natural instinct actually allocates all the skills that you have in the radius that you haven't allocated before. So this is what it gives, and pairing that with a Light of Meaning jewel, which gives 6% increased physical damage per allocated point, and it basically gives 16% damage to all the points that are given through unnatural instincts. In total, this grants around 120% increased physical damage, which is pretty awesome for one jewel slot, even though we have to get a bit to move a bit out of the pathing. It's completely worth it in my opinion. yeah, this is about it in terms of the changes. I did also get a Watcher's Eye for some extra armor. Nothing really much to say about it. With this one, I think I have around 18k. Yeah, 18k. When buffed, without it, I lose around 4k armor. So I basically use it for the max, the extra health, and around 4k extra armor, which is very useful. I will probably change it for a better one in the future. One with double determination stats or even tripled will be pretty awesome. I'm going to show you the setup real quick that I use for Abyss. This is mainly used for XP. You do get some loot from it, but it's not that amazing. What I do is get noble idol, get idols, all of them with increased Abyss experience. If you can see, all of them have increased Abyss experience, and in total I have around 400% increased experience from Abyss monsters, which is quite huge. You get a lot of experience, and where possible you try to get increased Abyss monsters or some other stuff like Delirium if you like it. I also run Ritual with it, so I get a lot of XP per maps. I'm using the Scarab of Multitudes for additional monsters and an additional Abyss. And I'm gonna showcase a map real quick using the Abyss enchant on the map. And these are basically the stats that this setup has. This, again, I'm only using it for Abyss purposes, for experience. I went from level 92 to almost level 97 at about around a day plus something of playing. Not that many maps. You will see I get a lot of experience. I'm at 93% right now, and we'll see exactly how much I get at level 96 per map. Right here, hopping in the Delirium Mirror. I'm just gonna go on and clear all the mobs. I may do like a ritual or two, but mainly just try to zoom through the map to get a good feeling. Now this is not the best map to do this. It's a bit low density. The greatest part about this build is the more monsters you have, the easier it is to proc your all your buffs, and actually the more fun the map becomes. The more monsters you have, the more fun the maps becomes. So in terms of upgrades, at this point most of my possible upgrades are costing like tens of divines, so it's going to slow down a bit in terms of progressions. I've been trying to get a grasping mail that grants 1% attack speed for 25 dexterity, but that's proven to be a bit difficult because some other very popular builds are using it at the moment, which causes the price to be really inflated. There are like really trash rolls now on the market for around 30 divs each, which is completely not worth it. But I have bought some unID'd ones. Was unlucky so far. I think I identified like 5 or 6, but I'll keep doing that, and eventually I find one and I'll manage to craft it. That should cost like 10 or 20 divines to craft, and plus whatever I end up spending on the armor itself. Another thing I'm aiming to get is probably a headhunter. I think I'm going to go for a headhunter this time. Usually I get a mage blood, but I think I'm going to switch it up since I'm doing mainly Simulacrum. I think a headhunter might actually be better. Well, not better, but different, and it works really good for Simulacrum because it has a lot of density and a lot of rare monsters. So it's pretty good. Yeah, this would have probably been better to showcase it on 8 mod map, but I didn't have any at the time. But I think you can see, you still see pretty well how the build works and how it's doing. So yeah, if you're following this build or thinking about trying it, please drop a comment. Let me know you're out there, so I'll keep making these videos. I might still slow down the progressions videos to like once every 2 days or so, because like I said, progression is going to slow down a bit right now because all the gear upgrades are going to be more and more expensive. But I will absolutely keep making videos. Um, I might also make a video about farming Simulacrum, because I really think a lot of people are not doing it because they think they can't do wave 15, so it's not worth doing. But to be honest, most of my currency this league has come from Simulacrum, and more specifically from farming the first 10 waves in Simulacrum, which you can basically do on almost any build, almost any gear. I was doing that like in day 2 and day 3, and like Simulacrum keys cost like 5 chaos, and I was making like 100 to 200 chaos just from bubblegum currency, and was adding to that all the other jackpot traps that like megalomaniac and split personalities and things like that. So it's highly profitable even at this point. It probably drops off somewhere around mid to late league, but at this point it's still 100% worth rolling. You just have to know which waves you can do and where to stop. Otherwise, you're just gonna lose your XP all the time. So yeah, this is pretty much it. Let me know if you have absolutely any questions. I will have no problem answering them. If you have any suggestions, drop a comment. Like I said, not a problem. We'll add the POB link, and yeah, hope you're enjoying the build. See you at the next video.